All right, congratulations. You want to start an LLC in New Hampshire. I'm going to walk you through all of the steps that you need to take in order to get your LLC established. The first thing I want to talk about is I'm going to throw out a little disclosure. This is for educational purposes only. I'm not actually going to file an LLC in New Hampshire because I'm going to be using information that's just fake information. I'm not going to actually submit it. I just want to throw that out there. But I will walk you through each step and answer questions that most people have while starting their LLC. So let's get to it. All right, the first thing that you need to know is that it is extremely easy to do. There are companies out there that will charge you $100, $200, $300 to do this for you. But as a business owner, you have to do a lot of things that are hard. This is not one of those. This is actually super easy. And so one of the first things you have to think about is you have to think about the name of your business. And there's a few words that you cannot use in your LLC. And some of those words are bank, trust, nonprofit. There are other words that are just specific to different states, so you'll have to look into that, but just think about that as well. The other thing is your name has to contain LLC at the end. So if it's Jim's Lawn Care Service, it's going to be Jim's Lawn Care Service LLC. Another thing that you really need to take into account is if your name is going to be available for your website. The last thing you want to do is create your LLC, pay the fees to do that, only to find out that that name can't be used for your website. So make sure that the domain for that website is available before you register your LLC. All right, so the first thing we've got to do is we have to set up a profile in New Hampshire. If you click on the link below, it's going to take you directly to this website that you need to get to, and that will save you a lot of the hassle of trying to figure out how to get to this. So click on that link, it'll come here. You're going to need to sign up for a profile. It's really easy. You just put all your information in there. You're going to put in your email address. It's going to send you a confirmation code, and then you're going to go from there. So we're going to get all signed up. And then once you're all signed up, we will get to the next steps. All right. Now that you have your profile set up, it's going to bring you to this page. And so you're going to go to create a new business, and you're going to select, I'm creating a new domestic business. It's going to ask you for the business type, and we're going to do limited liability company. Continue. All right. So this is where you're going to put in your business name. All right, now that we have our business name in there, you're going to say, it's going to ask you if the business name reservation already has been established. You're going to put no. They're just going to ask for your NAICS code. And this essentially is just going to be asking you what type of business that you are going to be operating. Is it a service-based business? Is it a goods-based business? So you'll just go through and select which one is most closely represents your company. So I'm just going to pick whatever. It doesn't matter because I'm not going to submit this. And for my example, I'm just going to do other and then put lawn care and save selection. All right, now that we have that part done, we're going to go to the registered agent part. The first time I set up an LLC, the registered agent part threw me off. I thought it was some sort of professional service that you had to go to college for and that I had to hire that person to be my agent. When in all reality, the registered agent is going to be you. And the registered agent is the person that's going to be receiving all of the information, all of the documents, the notices, anything from the state. The state just wants to know where they're sending that information to and to whom they're sending it to. So we're going to click here on create agent, and then you're going to fill in all your information. So it's going to be an individual. You're going to put your name and information. So I'll fill out the section of all the information for the registered agent, and then you're going to hit create agent at the end. All right, now that you have your registered agent created, that's going to be here. And then you're just going to scroll down to the manager member information. You can just put member managed, then hit continue. All right, now that you've added yourself as the registered agent, you're going to you can either do manager managed or member managed, totally up to you. And then you're going to hit continue. So for this next section, you're going to do perpetual because you want your business to last forever. So that's what we're going to do. And then you're going to have your business email address. You put there, the business phone number, and then down here, you're going to put the manager or member information. So that's going to be you as well. When you're doing an LLC, you are putting your address in many times. You'll put your address in here. And then this section, after that, the general upload, that's if you want to upload any sort of information. That information is going to be public. So I don't ever upload anything. So I skip this section. And then again, it's the next section after that, it's going to be the principal office information. And you fill all that out. So that's all your information. You could put same as business address, and that'll save you a little bit of time. But then once you're done with that, you're going to hit continue right here. And I'm just going to show you. So continue will bring you to the review page. I'm not going to hit continue because sometimes that will actually submit before you get to the, I just want to be extra careful. But all the review pages it's very important. It's going to list out all the information that you just entered. So double and triple check that everything is registered or everything is input correctly. Because if you submit this and then realize, oh my gosh, I wanted to use a different address, it's going to incur a change fee. And that can be $25, $50, $100 depending on your state. So just make sure that everything in there is done correctly. Once you do the review and click, yep, everything looks right, you're going to hit continue. It's going to take you to the payment page where you're going to enter in your credit card information. And then once you hit submit, it's going to send that form over to the state of New Hampshire. And then it will send you a confirmation email letting you know that it's been submitted. Now, depending on each state, it can take between 3 to 7 business days for them to process your application. And then once they have accepted it, everything looks good, no questions, they will let you know that it has been confirmed. And then they're going to send you over your articles of incorporation. Those are very, very important. The reason being, you need your articles of incorporation for the next step of establishing your business, and that's getting your EIN. That is your employer identification number. Essentially, it's your social security number for your business. You'll need this to open up any sort of business bank account. You'll need it to hire employees. You'll need it to, let's see, what else do you need it for? You need it for paying your taxes. So you have to get this. And it's not a hard process. Once you have your articles of incorporation, it's very, very easy. There are businesses, there are companies out there that will charge you $100, $200, $300 to set up your EIN. And I will show you how to do it for free. It's kind of crazy that people pay that much money to set up their EIN. It literally takes maybe a minute or two to do. And I'll walk you through that process. But if you click on the link below, it's going to take you to our page that has a video with step-by-step instructions on how to set up your EIN. We also have a business starter pack that has all the documents that you'll need for your first year of business. It has an operating agreement that is completely customizable, and you'll need your operating agreement along with your EIN to open up business bank accounts. We also provide non-compete agreements, non-disclosure agreements, non-disparagement agreements, documents that you don't even realize that you need right now, but you definitely will. There are over 30 documents that I've curated over the past 15 years of running multiple successful businesses. Honestly, I wish I would have had this starter packet when I started my LLC. It would have saved me months and months of time and headache, not to mention thousands of dollars. And the nice thing about it is a one-time purchase. Other companies will charge you an annual fee if you want to have access to these documents. Once you pay for yours, they're yours forever, and they are 100% customizable. As a new business owner, you're going to have a lot of questions like, how do I hire an employee? What paperwork do I need to have them fill out? How do I fire an employee? How do I protect my company from legal liabilities? How do I deal with angry customers? How do I deal with angry employees? How do I deal with bad reviews? How do I deal with angry customers? How do I deal with angry employees? What do I do when I get a bad review? How do I get to the top of Google search results for my business? How do I create a website? What is the most effective way to advertise through social media? How do I file my business taxes? We have the answers for all of those questions. Go check out the Business Starter Pack. It will be one of the best decisions that you make as a new business owner. Save yourself from all the mistakes that I made when I first started my business. Click on the link and let's get your business growing.